I will be doing a reading for Pisces. So, this is for any placement of Pisces you have in your chart. If you do, great. If not, great as well. You probably have a message in here for you, so keep an ear out. I will also mention the deck, which is the Radleigh Valentine's Fairy Tarot deck, and as well as when it is time for you to utilize your intuition. Now, with that being said, let's get into your cards. So, you first and foremost, you're attracting the Ten of Autumn. Well, you attracted the Ten of Autumn in your past with the card pointing towards the left, because that indicates to me that it happened in the past, or it's happening super slowly. For those for whom this happened in the past, okay, I feel like you got there because you borrowed wisely and or repaid a debt. Okay, you also learned how to release something. Now, releasing something does not necessarily mean a person. It could also be a thinking pattern, a habit, something along those lines. So you have made some major changes in your reality, right? Yeah, and that is why things moved in your favor. Now, next set of cards starts with the Prince of Autumn pointing towards the left, which yet again means that it happened in the past, or it's happening super slowly. And now, for those for whom this has happened in the past, it's just because you went within and you figured out what your next step is. And while doing that, you were also able to compare what you used to do with what you want to do, and then decide which is better, and decide from there where you're going to stick to. Then you have the Three of Autumn. Now that talks of follow your passion when it comes to your career, but that's what you do, being compensated for your creative talents. Right? And then the Two of, so you're like comparing what you used to do with what you want to do, and you're going to see, okay, so this is better than that, and that, okay. You're comparing, and with the Unity card, you're comparing with the Unity card, which is a Hierophant in this deck, and while you're comparing, you will decide which is best for you, and after having decided with which is best for you, you will decide on beginning a new relationship or reigniting an older one, so that you can attract your happy home, happy life, happy wife, happy husband, happy kids situation into your life. And with that, you will learn how to bring fun into everything you do, which will be aimed towards healing a heartbreak. It doesn't have to be emotional. It could also be, generally the Three of Swords indicates a heartbreak, like heartache, right? But it could also be heartache because of A, romantic things, or B, something that didn't turn out the way you had planned it to in your life. Things of that sort. Yes. And with that, you have the High Priestess. The third set begins with the High Priestess, which means that you've gone through, for those for whom the Prince of Summer happened in the past, you went through something, you learned something, you gained intuition. But for those for whom this hasn't happened yet, this is what it says that you need to comprehend. And once you comprehend it, or once you let it go, or once you figured it out, okay, in the past, you then figured out who you actually have to leave behind and walk away from. Or that is what you are going to be able to do once you figure it out, okay? And move towards a King of Autumn. Now, the King of Autumn is a compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and gifted individual, which to me means that basically you are moving in the right direction. This is a slow but steady king who changes very, very slowly and very little, but he is more set in his ways, but he is more accomplished. He knows what to do, what works well, and in that sense. It could be good or it could be bad. It all depends on you. Then you have the Nine of Summer. Now the Nine of Summer talks of emotional fulfillment, okay, and wishes becoming true, dreams fulfilled, the magical time of life. Yes. So as much as he might not be as exciting as the King of Spring or as the King of Summer, alright, the King of Autumn is very stable, and that might give you emotional fulfillment. Maybe that's what you want. Emotional fulfillment, which will make you happy with the Sun card, excessively happy, which will also give you the impression that you can create, well, not just the impression, but the knowing that you can create whatever you want, right? And with that knowingness, you will be able to move forward with your reality much faster. With the Chariot, which is Cancer energy. By the way, the Empress is Libra/Taurus energy, and the Sun card is Leo energy. Yep. Okay, and then the last set we have the Four of Summer, beginning it. So as much as all those happy fun things happened, right, something must have occurred. Like, I feel like an idea came to you and you're like, you know what, all these things are happening, but then I'm not being able to utilize all this happiness for my own. I'm moving a lot. Things are moving, forward, but am I enjoying myself? Is this really what I want? Am I going in the right direction? Is what I'm getting from this card. Alright? And this card was falling off my table, and I held it with like just 2 fingers, which might mean that this impression of yours, this losing interest, that is actually gonna give you the impression that you're losing your grip on something and that it is falling away, but in actuality you'll bring it back. Okay, then you have the Princess of Summer. Now the Princess of Summer is an inexperienced, emotional, and friendly individual, right? Someone you can trust. So you might be attracting this into your reality, or you might be becoming this, right? And then you have the Justice card, which talks it's Libra's card, by the way. It says, take the time to review the details carefully, fair and objective decision, you will win in the end, right? So this is Libra. So basically it's saying that, alright, you don't feel like you got the better end of the stick here, but it's definitely going to pan out for you at some point, because sooner rather than later you are going to move towards the ending of the difficult situation. Because here we see this fairy moving from winter to spring, right? So that is the ending of your difficult situation, which will then allow you to tap into your financial abundance, financial material abundance, with the Nine of Autumn, which talks of reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. Yeah, right? Then you have Balance. Now Balance is Temperance in this deck, which is a Sagittarian energy, which talks of take everyone's input into consideration, merge viewpoints to create a better solution, take your time, there's no need to rush. And the Emperor, which talks of use logic and structure to increase your success, get organized, a firm but compassionate leader. So if you get organized and if you think things through, you will definitely win this last part. Alright, my gorgeous Piscean friends, this is all that I have for you guys this week. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click on that notification bell to be notified when I post some stuff, as well as leaving me a comment, because I love comments. I read them all. I'm going to answer all of them, but I absolutely read them all. And with that being said, I wish you guys all a very good week, and I'll see you next time, okay? Bye!